You're listening to The Drew Yari Show.
Oh, wow.
All right, part two of this Urine Show. And if you're listening now, you're on Discord. Or not Discord, but we're on Discord, but you're on Patreon. And we're on the Q&A. So we got a lot of questions. We're going to start with CM Goof. I see CM Goof's in the chat room, so let's start. His first question is, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
3, right?
The world.
A 1, a 2, a 3. 3.
The world may never know. Raise his hand. Is horseradish an instrument? No, it is not.
I thought it was a horse that had a rash.
Nah, that's a different story. Who needs dumb old Texas? Hey, watch your mouth.
I love Texas. I live here.
Watch your mouth, Goof. If that is your real name. Next is, you have the power to erase one sequel from any franchise, including reboots in history. Example, Godfather 3, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, Indiana Jones 5, etc. What is it and why?
So if I erase one movie, does that mean that there's no sequels or no reboots after that, or is it just one movie from the franchise? So for example, right, like if I erase, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, which is probably one of my least favorites, does that mean I don't get a Part 3 or Part 4? If I'm understanding that right?
I guess it means it changes the franchise mainly. What's a movie in your favorite franchise that you thought was just meh? You thought it was just really bad.
Okay, so if we gotta go off that, let me think. Because we were already deep into the franchise already at this point in time, but Die Another Day. 007 Die Another Day, James Bond. I mean, that was the last Pierce Brosnan movie, so that means I would have got all of Connery. Then I would have got the one, on Her Majesty's Secret Service. You know what I mean? I would have got Jesus Christ, man! I can't even think of the guy's name on Your Majesty's Secret Service. Jesus, Justin, it's been a long day for me. But that means I would have got all of Roger Moore. I would have got Timothy Dalton and all of George Lazenby. It just came to me. George Lazenby. Lazenby. Thank you, Goof. Yeah, Lazenby. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Die Another Day. That movie sucked. That movie was terrible.
For me, oh boy. I mean, there's a lot. Going back to the Batman ones, it's just Batman and Robin, Batman Forever. I mean, those are enjoyable for the wrong reasons. Just especially hearing, Schwarzenegger, with his dialogue alone. How did the dinosaurs go extinct? The Ice Age! But
it was a comedy. Like to me, that was a comedy more than just a superhero movie. That was funny. Let's kick some ice.
Sing now. If I had to rate, because the idea after Batman and was it Batman Forever? Not Batman Forever. Batman Returns was that they were going to continue kind of that dark looking, Gotham that Tim Burton wanted. But the studio got in the way because they wanted a more lighthearted movie for the kiddos, and they also needed to sell toys to McDonald's and yada yada yada. Because I don't know if you knew this, Marlon Wayans actually got cast as Robin for the next movie, and then that's when the studio stepped in and changed everything. And to this day, he says.
So, are you talking about Batman Triumphant?
For Tim Burton's Batman movies? Yes.
Well, okay, I thought because after Batman and Robin, they were gonna do another sequel called Batman Triumphant.
Well, actually, no. I just thought of it. No, that's not it. So, Tim Burton's idea after Batman Returns was going to be a lot different than what we got, and he actually ended up casting Marlon Wayans as Robin. And
Right.
according to Marlon Wayans, to this day, he still gets checks for a movie that he never filmed.
Oh wow!
He still gets royalty checks. It's crazy. And they're going to bring back Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent and make him Two-Face. I think they were going to bring in Madonna to play Harley Quinn, but she wasn't going to be Joker's lover. She was going to be his daughter. That was the rumor.
Interesting.
So, I mean, unfortunately, it never happened. So, if anything, I would probably erase those two movies just so we can get, better Batman movies. Even though, again, Arnold's shtick was enjoyable for the wrong reasons. And also the recent...
Chill.
Chill. And also the recent Thor movie, I did not like at all. Again, it's just... I don't have a problem with comedy in superhero movies. That movie was just overly comical, and it was forced comedy. And I liked Ragnarok because it was able to balance, drama and comedy in a perfect way. But this movie was just overly comical. And it was just bad. It was stupid and silly. And I just wish it never happened. So, Goof is saying I can only erase one. Too bad! It's my show. Deal with it.
Now, let me ask you this here. Because, you said, comedy and superhero movies, and I get it too. And this is maybe a different time, different question, but I don't know if you've seen it, but did you ever see the 60s Batman movie?
No. I
Okay,
didn't.
well, never mind. All right, well, never mind. You already, it's probably won't be up your alley anyway then. Okay, never mind.
I mean, I get much respect to Adam West, because he was the first Batman. Well, I mean, not technically the first Batman, there's another one before him, but he was the first one that was more mainstream, so all the respect in the world goes to Adam West. Everybody that wanted to play not Adam West, but wanted to play Batman, they saw Adam West growing up, so that was their first interpretation of Batman. But it's just, everything else that's gone on since then, it's just like, you see the goofy stuff that Adam West did. It's like, I hope it doesn't get back to this. Like, I'm glad they realize Batman's actually a dark character. Let's kind of keep it that way. So, next is Goof wants to know, what is our favorite Christmas song?
There's several of them. I like Boys to Men, Let It Snow. I like Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. I like Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC. There's several of them. You know what I mean? And I'm not even really big into Christmas music. The Trans-Siberian Orchestra, wherever the one, the with the guitar and the flames and the fire and the just stacks. Love it.
White Christmas, Bing Crosby. Or is it Bing Crosby that does White Christmas, or is it somebody else?
No.
Anyone can fill me in.
This begins to look a lot Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a white
Oh, yeah, that one.
Christmas. Do 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 do. Yeah, it is Bing Crosby. Thank you, Morris.
You want to know? No, you want to know my absolute, probably. I don't know if it's my favorite one, but it's probably top 2 or top 3. The Christmas song from Home Alone 2, All Alone for Christmas or something like that. Just God damn, so good.
There's another one I don't think people have heard. It's by Harry Connick Jr. And I forget what the name of the actual song, but it's it kind of has a New Orleans jazz swing feel, and it's really good. And Harry Connick Jr. is good too. So, Again, I'm hearing another echo, but yeah, those and the basic ones. Jingle Bells. Yeah, I mean, those are my favorites, personal favorites. So, what is our favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard. I don't know why people laugh at that when I ever say Die Hard, because it's a Christmas movie. It took place on.
Hey, not judging. Not judging.
Like Gremlins, I like Gremlins as well.
Elf for me. The Santa Claus, that's another good choice.
Home Alone. Home Alone's another good one too.
Home Alone, Jingle All the Way.
Oh yeah, Double Man. Hey, you want to know something too as well? You know what? I'm gonna piss some fucking people off right the fuck now. Okay? And I mentioned this to some people at work. Rocky IV, motherfuckers. How about that?
Oh yeah, I forgot they were said during the fight was on Christmas. I forgot.
Fight was on Christmas.
I remember that. Hey, Rocky, my favorite Rocky. Or Rocky IV, my favorite Rocky of all time.
If he dies, motherfucker. So fuck you.
If I could change, we can all change.
Well, if I can change,
so desire.
Oh my God, that had the best Trey montage and the best. It was basically a musical, if you think about it.
There's no easy way out.
It was like 40% like montages and shit, man.
There's no self-control. There's no easy way out.
Apollo dying and just just flash of lights of a fucking being up Drago, like shit just scare me.
I love that movie. Next is, if you don't see Hans Gruber fall off the Nakatomi Plaza, is it really Christmas?
Oh, it's not. You gotta see him at least fall. Bad green screen and all.
You know the story behind that, the behind the scenes one, right? Where
no.
Alan Rickman, the late Alan Rickman, had said that when he was falling off, I mean, he obviously didn't fall off the building, but like whenever he was falling off, the guys that were going to push him off, or not push him off, but like hold him and then let go, they told him, we'll let you go after one, but they actually let him go early just to see what his reaction would be. So the reaction you see on his face is genuine, because he didn't know that they were going to let him go that early. So, good stuff. Next question. Mr. Yari, has your VP candidate Joe Numbers ever discussed with you his plans to declare war against Japan for the crime of creating Japanese animation, aka anime, and introducing them to United States of America and American citizens for several decades? No, and I am not going to comment any further. Number 9, is Anna actually Muhajin from the Tekken 3 video game? I mean, sure. Sure, why not?
Oh my God, that's a throwback right there. He's talking about the fucking the fucking stump. The fucking living stump with chains. Oh God, man, that's a throwback.
Oh man. Next question: if Jimmy cracks corn and nobody cares, why does he keep doing it? Hey, people just do what they need to do to feel important. That's my answer to that.
I mean, you gotta do something to get attention around here.
I know he has more, but we're just gonna go in order of questions, and we'll get to punks later, or not punk, goof. Who would you rather, Reese Witherspoon, Jessica Alba, Ashanti, or Christina Ricci, all present day?
All present day?
So present day, Reese, Jessica, Ashanti, and Christina.
I mean, I had a fucking disgusting crush on Jessica Alba, like in 2002. Like her and Honey, like just the cover, the poster for Honey just semen induced. Sorry.
So much semen.
But I might probably have to go with Ashanti because she just looks like she like okay. I'll put it to you this way: she's thicker than than when you wake up in the morning and you haven't had water in 12 hours. Like
Jeez.
that's how thick she is.
I guess I'll go with Alba. She still looks good. I mean, not to say the other women don't look good. I don't know. I'll go with Alba. Thank you, Goof. We'll get to your other questions momentarily. Maurice Spare has 6 questions. First one: which Armageddon is considered the best one from the pay-per-view? Ooh, that's a unique question.
That is.
I'm gonna have to look these up because I need to kind of.
Well, no, I mean, I can remember the best one. I mean, like if you say like 2007 or something like that, you're high. I'll probably, for me, my personal taste, 2000. But the 6-man Armageddon Hell in a Cell.
Right.
That's probably for me though. So.
Yeah, that one was a classic. There's no denying that. Probably the last one, which was in 2008. Jeff Hardy winning the WWE title for the first time. That was unexpected, and I remember being in my den and that happened, and I was just like marking out because at the time Jeff was one of my favorite wrestlers, so I was happy that he won. So that would probably be my choice. Number 2, with recent stories of armed thugs trying to intimidate... Let me repeat this. With recent stories of armed thugs trying to intimidate drag shows, why is this still going on unopposed?
I have no idea that was even a thing.
That seems more like a question for Ruben. Unfortunately, Ruben isn't here. We'll try to answer this, though. So, I honestly didn't know about this, so I'm just going to try to answer it to the best of my abilities. And again, I'm sorry for clearing my throat so much. But I don't know why this is going on unopposed, and if it is, it's fucking insane. Like, nobody should have to live in fear. If people doing drag shows, whether they're men or women, mostly it's men as women, they shouldn't have to live in fear. They should be able to do these shows and have fun and feel happy. And the fact that you have, these morons coming in trying to intimidate them is just, what the fuck? Like, people need to be protected. People should never have to feel that they need to be protected. And the fact that this is happening, it's like they need to be protected. Nobody should have to live in fear. That's my answer to that. Next question: buy or sell Silent Night, Deadly Night, or Santa Slay?
Santa Slay. Goldberg being Santa, just killing people. Yeah, that's my movie right there.
Which one was the one that just came out that had the dude from Stranger Things?
It's called oh Jesus!
Is it called Violent?
Is it just called like Deadly Night or something like that?
Violent Night. There you go. I haven't seen that.
Violent Night. There you go.
I haven't seen it, but I want to see it. So, Deadly Night. I don't know what that is. Silent Night. Was that the one, the garbage can thing? Or no, Garbage Day? Or am I thinking of something different?
Oh, you're talking about A Garbage Day?
Yeah, that one. Was that Silent Night?
No, I think it was like part 2. Cause they like
Second.
Yeah, because that one I think the one that you're talking about is part 2 or maybe part 3 or something like that. No, it's part 2. Silent Night. So Silent Night, Deadly Night is Garbage Day. That's part 2. Part 1 was just part 1. So
I'll buy Santa Slay. Goldberg as Santa. Come on. What more can you want? Next question. Have you ever wanted to watch a classic film in the golden era of cinema, but the pacing feels so slow you lose interest? I've tried. Like To Kill a Mockingbird. That's the only one that comes to mind. That just, again, over the years, cinema evolves. People's interests are always going to be different. Like for example, The Exorcist. People are going to say it's the greatest horror movie of all time. Again, when it comes to movies, there really is no right or wrong opinion. And that's the point of an opinion. It's not necessarily wrong. It's just how you feel. It's like with wrestling.
I'm gonna have to stop you there. If someone comes up to me and says, like, House of the Dead is the greatest horror movie I've ever seen, I'm gonna have to fucking shoot you in the fucking face.
Okay, here's why I say it's an opinion. Because I can say, if that's how you feel, cool, but I'm just gonna tell you that you're wrong. So...
Fair enough.
Whatever. So... like a movie like The Exorcist, people are gonna say it's the scariest movie of all time. Cool. I watched it and I got bored and I fell asleep. Like the first time I watched it, I was a kid and I was like, all right, let's see what this movie's all about, and I got bored and I changed the channel. The second time, most recently as an adult, I tried watching it and I fell asleep. Like it's just again, in 1970, whenever this movie came out, 73, there you go. People, again, this is a movie that, if it came out today, it probably would have been scarier. Back in the day, this was considered too extreme for audiences back then. So
people were actually fainting, like in the movie theater,
right.
when this movie came out, fainting and crying and things of that nature. So yeah. It's like
with Frankenstein. When did the first Frankenstein come out?
1931. So did Dracula as well, 1931. So
yeah, I mean that movie probably scared the shit out of people back in the day. Yeah. Nowadays we watch them and
just so you know, funny thing about the first Frankenstein, they put in so I don't know if people know this, but in the opening credits, they actually do the credits of the actors at the beginning of the movie, not at the end. Basically, they showed the monster, right? It says the monster, and it just has a question mark. It doesn't even tell you who the monster is. It's funny.
I like the story behind that, where like there was a scene where they had to cut out the scene where Frankenstein's monster throws the little girl in the pond.
The pond, yeah.
Because the head of Universal didn't like it, so they decided to cut that scene out, and then it just goes from him, throwing rose petals in the pond to the father of the girl carrying her body up.
That scene still exists, right? The scene still exists. They just to your point, they cut it out, which is amazing because back in the day, for film, there's a lot of lost movies. There's a lot of lost horror classics. There's this movie called London After Midnight, starring Lon Chaney, which is supposed to be like the holy grail of silent movies, and from countless people who saw it, who were alive back then, right? But that film's lost, right? And all you really have is nothing but still images and nothing but film itself. So, but yeah.
I was gonna say, apparently with that scene, even when they cut it out, it just made it look worse. It made Frankenstein look even more like a monster. So, because it kind of added to that notion of you don't always have to see the violence. You can just interpret it in your mind. It just seems worse. So, good, interesting story.
Well, for me, I guess I'll be one of the few that I love to watch older movies, just to see where tropes and things come from. I'm pretty sure you guys know that I am a huge fan of horror, but also as well, go back and watch, and I try to encourage you guys, right? So if anyone has seen Disturbia, right, with Shia LaBeouf, I think it came out in 2006, 2007. That's basically a remake off of Rear Window, Alfred Hitchcock. Rear Window is a fucking fabulous, fantastic movie. Not in black and white or anything like that. It was one of his a few color movies that he made, but it's a fantastic movie, very entertaining from start to finish. I would say try to find a genre that you can get behind, right? Where if it's thriller or whether if it's wherever it's thriller or where if it's historic epics. Historic epics, I will tell you guys, those are the golden age of Hollywood movies that I don't like whatsoever. Oh my god, I can't watch historical epics whatsoever because they're like 4-hour fucking movies and like just boring with act. I mean, the acting is good, but like it's just the stories I didn't really care about. But really, I think the go-to for me personally is probably the either thrillers or horror movies. Because you can kind of get involved, get interested, and just know that you're gonna see some goddamn bad acting and just expect it. But that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun. Like what? And you'll see like these little jump cuts and just sloppy editing and just bad dubbing and things of that nature. So that's why I can go back and watch movies like Plan 9 from Outer Space. Boris Karloff's The Mummy, The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original King Kong. I can go back and watch some movies because I already know that there's gonna be some bullshit in it that's gonna make me laugh.
Yeah, I mean, again, like we always said, movies are subjective, and everyone has their opinion on what they think a good movie is. So, and if you're gonna tell us that, like, what was the example we had, House of the Dead or whatever. If you're going to tell us that movie was... I mean, if you're going to tell us that movie was great, okay. We're just going to think differently of you. But...
Hey, I'll kick you in the nuts for that one.
It's like, I respectfully kick you in the nuts. Let's see. Question number 5 from Maurice. What's your take of the Child's Play movies? Mostly the original. Did it lose its edge from being a horror to a dark comedy? I think it did, personally. I think it kind of became a parody of itself, especially with like Bride of Chucky and The Seed of Chucky. The first movie, again, I don't want to say it's original because I think there were already like creepy doll, evil doll movies that came out, but this was, I guess, better made and had better acting. That's the best way to put it. The first two were pretty good. Because they had a horror element to them. After that, it kind of dropped off. I mean, Bride of Chucky was enjoyable because it was funny, especially when you had like the sex scene with the two dolls.
That was bollocks.
That was just funny. Where she's like, Chucky, like, aren't you gonna wear protection, baby? I'm all rubber. So, and then she gets pregnant. Like how? Like how does a doll get pregnant? But whatever. They
use a fucking turkey baster to. Oh god,
Jesus Christ. But I mean, the Chucky series I haven't been that crazy about. I mean, it's not really my cup of tea. I mean, the first one was good. The second one was okay. After that, just kind of went bleh. And I haven't watched the series, so I can't really speak too much on it.
It was pretty damn good, actually. But Chucky franchise for me. There's a lot of, like, if you go on YouTube and like you look up Dead Meat, right? I mentioned them before. The guy that loves pro wrestling, he puts like pro wrestling puns randomly in his horror reviews, and only the pro wrestling fans will get it, which is one reason why I love watching them. But there's other people out there that love the Chucky franchise, and I like it. It's definitely not my favorite by any means, but Child's Play 1, very good. Child's Play 2, fantastic sequel, better than the first movie. Child's Play 3 sucks. I don't like Child's Play 3 at all, with the boot camp and shit. And then you go on, and you have Bride of Chucky, great reboot. Seed of Chucky. You're pissing your pants! You're pissing your pants! Come on, man. Like, this is where we're going. So, it's more lore. It's like a lore mid franchise for me,
right?
When it comes to a horror movie. So, and to your point too, as well. Like you're saying that it came, it came like with the killer doll, and there was older movies. Yeah, they took it right out of the Twilight Zone. They had a Twilight Zone episode where it's like the evil doll. Like, I think it's like Tanya the evil doll or something like that. Anyone who watches the Twilight Zone knows what I'm talking about. They took it straight from there. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, I see why people like it. but I think it's overrated when it comes to the love it gets.
Right. Last question for Maurice. What are good examples of anti-villains in film?
Anti-villains, not anti-heroes?
Oh, Maurice has another question after this, but anti-villains. Maurice, are you still here? So, do you mean anti-heroes or like anti-villains? I don't know what an anti-villain is. I mean, I know what an anti-hero is, but do you mean like antagonist? Do you mean antagonist? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, he means antagonist. So, like, there is a difference between antagonist and villain. A villain is who's good? A villain is Heath Ledger, Dark Knight. That's right. A good example of a villain. Like,
I mean, some people would think he would maybe be like an anti-hero. So,
to me, I think when I think of a villain, I just think of somebody who has no good traits. Whereas an anti-hero is, or not an anti-hero, but like an antagonist is like someone you sympathize with. Like you get their pain. Like, Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. Like, he was an antagonist because you understood his point of view of where he was really coming from.
Probably maybe Anakin.
I mean, he killed a bunch of kids.
Hey man. Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? I mean, he ended up doing good at the end, but the power. Oh no, wait. Hold on, I'm saying, let the hate flow through you, young Skywalker.
He just became full evil. All right, Maurice has a definition. Anti-villain. An anti-villain is the opposite of anti-hero, a character with heroic goals, personality traits, or virtues who is ultimately the villain. So basically the antagonist. Okay, so, I think the choices we had were pretty legit.
Yeah. Yeah, so for the most part, yeah.
All right.
You want to know one anti-hero?
Huh.
I'm gonna go with Goldfinger.
Okay.
He just wants to radiate the gold and sell it off and take control of the world. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. He's probably one of the top villains for me. So there you go.
Here's another interesting villain. If I had to... Here's someone that nobody really thinks about. Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Oh, man.
She's a villain. She's a villain. Dude, she was an awful person. Come on. She was an awful person. Let's just be real.
A villain. You can be a bad person, not be a villain. There's bad people, bad people out there who were considered heroes.
There was that Family Guy thing where they made Jenny look like just an awful person that she is, where she was like, it's like, hey, Forrest, I'm going to go off and run a train on a bunch of Black Panthers, and then I'll come back and get AIDS. Okay, Jenny. And then she has an AIDS baby, which nobody seems to point out.
Oh, man. All right, you want to know? Okay, I'll give you a real one here. You want to know a anti-villain?
Huh.
The shark from Jaws. Why were people out in his territory?
Okay.
They were out in his territory, in his comfort zone. He was protecting his territory. You didn't know if he had a family or not. You know what I mean?
He's got a family. God damn it!
You don't know if he was protecting his family. These kids out there in the ocean, just basically dirtying up the water. You know what I mean? That they have to breathe. He was just getting rid of them. Oh, you don't want to get out of my ocean, huh? Okay, well, I'll bite your fucking leg off. How about that?
All right.
Animal cruelty.
Was it the alligator from Lake Placid?
Oh, Lake Placid, Jesus Christ. Or the anaconda from Anaconda.
The birds from the birds.
Yeah, the birds from the birds. Yeah, another Hitchcock movie, by the way. Yeah,
The dog from Cujo.
yeah. There you go. The Saint Bernard. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean to that dog's credit, it got bit by a bat, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like it was What about Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yeah, that's a good example. Norman Bates from Psycho.
No, not an anti-villain. That motherfucker was just crazy. They didn't pretend to play his mother, and no.
Norman. She's a whore, a dirty whore. All right, Maurice, next question. I'm assuming this is the last question. Now that Elon Musk is catering to the extreme right-wing ideology, was buying Twitter a mistake that should have never happened?
I mean, I don't care. I mean, Twitter's still up right now. That's all I care about.
I really don't give a fuck. That's my answer. Sorry. God damn it, Maurice has another question. Oh, yeah, it's, I don't mean to say it like that. I'm sorry. Yeah, Goof is next, so we'll go in order. Goof, his question is, what's your... Oh, Jesus Christ, Goof. What's your stance on midget dwarf porn? And what's your favorite type of midget dwarf porn?
Oh my God. I don't have an answer for that one.
I'm not answering that, Goof.
Oh, what's my stance on it? It's weird. But, that's my stance on it. But I don't have a favorite. I'll tell you that shit.
Hey, if people are into midget porn or dwarf porn, hey, that's you.
Good for them. It's weird. I consider it weird, but, good for them. Maybe I'm weird.
It's like a bear trying to rape a rabbit. That's the first time you heard the word rape on the show. That's the last time you heard the word rape on the show. Next is your top 5 hottest non-white women in wrestling or Hollywood.
I'll just stick with wrestling because I think it's probably easier for me. G. Brano from NXT, Keanu James's assistant. Holy fucking shit. She is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Like, I won't say she's like super super hot or anything like that, but you want to know who's been rising up the ranks for me? I don't even think I put her in my top 5, but you want to know who's been rising up the ranks for me? Willow Nightingale.
Okay.
She's good. Like if you look at her pictures, like not in ring pictures or whatnot, like let me tell you something. Yeah. Oh, hey. You know what I'm saying? Woohoo! Hey. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Her. Let's see. Who else? Zelina Vega. That's I think that's a fair one to say.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha. Bianca Belair. I mean, those are pretty good as well. I think I maybe got one more. I said Zelina. Non-white. To me. Layla Gray. What am I thinking? My God. You get me in a room with her, man. Her career will be over. Shit.
So I'm gonna go with Hollywood. Non-white, Jessica Henwick. She was in Iron Fist. She was in the most recent what movie is that? Knives Out. I fucking love her. She's just oof. Love her to pieces. Selma Hayek. Like, Jesus Christ, that woman never ages. I fucking love her. Lupita Nyong'o. who is just thick, like thick. Love her. Selena Gomez, my future ex-wife, another choice. And there was one more, and I had her in my head, and now she's gone. Fuck. I had it, and now it's lost. 5.
Billie Eilish, and that's like the whitest person I can think of.
She's white. Fuck. That bitch is white. That bitch is white, but she talks like she's black. Like, what the fuck? Have you heard her in interviews? She'll talk, but she'll talk with a black accent for some reason.
Hey man, it's people that she's influenced by.
And she's thick as fuck too. Well, not as much anymore. I'm trying to think of a 5. What's a good 5? God damn.
Do a wrestling one. Do a wrestling one. Do like I don't know, Linda Miles or somebody.
What the Linda Miles?
There you go, yeah.
What the fuck? Never heard that.
Brian, more muscles on her clit than my entire body.
I am not choosing Linda Miles for anything. Bailey. I'll Bailey. She's not white, so Bailey. Okay. Next is should I bitch slap Johnny Thunder or get him hooked on self-help videos so he can be cured of his obsession with different shaped chicken nuggets?
I think get him hooked on the self-help videos. I mean, we all need a little help out there.
Hey, if he wants to eat dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets or whatever shaped chicken nuggets, more power to him. I don't care. Is Batman Returns a Christmas movie? Yes, it is a Christmas movie. It is set during Christmas. Therefore, it is a Christmas movie. So deal with it. I think
like
that's
Rocky 4.
I believe that's the last of Goof's questions. So thank you, Goof. Maurice has one more question. Why are Republicans and conservatives so quick to accuse trans people of pedo and groomer with no evidence, yet they are the ones who often do this? Goof has more.
Misinformed, uneducated, and finger pointing.
There you go, Maurice. Yeah, we're not too big on political questions, but we'll try to answer them as much as we can. So I'm going to go with Justin's. It's just a lot of finger pointing and hypocrisy. And now Goof does have more questions. So Kyle, is Kyle in here? I believe Kyle's in here.
Maybe he's there. Yeah. He was there earlier.
Kyle, where you at? There he is. He has a lot of questions, so here we go. Can you think of any really bad matches that deserved a fan chant of "This is awful"? Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at TNA's catalog.
I was definitely thinking a TNA match, like the blindfold steel cage match, the electric steel cage match, that match with Sting and Abyss with the casket. Yeah. There's a lot of bad TNA matches.
I mean, Jeff Hardy showing up drugged out for the main event against Sting. That got a bullshit chant. So
I agree. The
reverse battle royal from 06. That was bad. Kane versus Imposter Kane at Vengeance 06. That was bad. That was Luke Gallows as Kane. What's another match? Anything with Maria Shafir is bad.
I mean, I can go back and do like a lot of old school wrestling matches as well. Yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of them that just like fucking sucks the dirtiest dog dick I've ever seen in my life. Sorry, I shouldn't say dirty.
No, I think it's appropriate in this scenario.
the dirtiest dog dick I ever seen in my life. I mean, yeah, they're
Dog Jack.
yeah, there's a lot of them, you know, that we can speak of, but like, you can even say like Al Snow versus Big Boss Man, Kill from Hell match. You know what I mean? Like that was, you know, that was a lot, but even like or like the Bushwhackers versus like the Fabulous Rougeaus at like WrestleMania 5, like terrible fucking match. You know what I mean? Like just shit like that, man. Anyway,
Owen Hart versus the Godfather over the Edge. That was a terrible match.
oh no, oh shit, Jesus. God almighty, man. I thought I was bad.
That was an awful match. The ending didn't make any sense.
Well, yeah. The ending just, I don't know. For some reason, it just didn't stick the landing for me.
Dun-dun.
God.
I'm sorry, that was mean. I'll take that back. I just wanted to hear Justin's reaction.
Good Jesus, googly moogly.
Great googly moogly. Let's see what else. What else?
Bagwell and Booker T on Raw.
That was bad. What was that Hell in a Cell? Which I saw live, by the way. Oh, it was a Hell in a Cell. It was with Roman and
Roman and
I think it was Braun. Roman and Braun, and then Brock came out and just like ruined the match.
yeah.
And it's like it's a Hell in a Cell.
What about Moxley and Seth with the Bray Wyatt with the Bray Wyatt hologram?
Oh yeah.
I'll be Obi-Wan, you're my only hope.
That was bad. That was
Mr. T and Piper at fucking WrestleMania 2, that boxing match sucked dick.
Yeah, those are some recent ones. I mean, those are ones we can think of.
Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler.
Ugh. Well, I mean, it was fun seeing Cole get the shit beat out of him. So
No, that was no. I wouldn't even be able to go that far. Like, sorry, I just came. Sorry. Like, Heroes of Wrestling too. That show sucked. Like, Jill Maraska and fucking, Charmel, Victory Road. All right, I'm done. All right, I'm about to throw up.
So Goof's asking that he missed the top 5 list. So his question of top 5 hottest non-white women in Hollywood and wrestling, and I chose it wasn't really a top 5. I just said 5. Jessica Henwick. I said Selena Gomez, Selma Hayek, Lupita Nyong'o, and Bailey. Who was your top 5? Just to remind Goof.
You mentioned G. Ibrano. I can't even say her last name. Ibrano. I can't say her last name. From NXT, she's Kiana James' assistant. Like she's like Brazilian, and like she's fucking hot as shit. Like it's like she's like disgustingly hot. I did mention Willow Nightingale, Zelina Vega. Who else I mentioned? I'm trying to think of who else I mentioned. I can't even think right now. Yeah, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair. Yeah, I think that was pretty much most of the ones I mentioned. So yeah.
All right, next question from Kyle. Have you ever been funky like a monkey? All the time.
I'm funky like a monkey right now. I haven't washed my ball sack in 2 days.
See, there you go. Have you ever been to an AMC theater? Also, your thoughts on the Flicks Brewhouse chain, which is based out in San Antonio. Here in Madison, Wisconsin, we have Flicks only we have Flicks's only Wisconsin location at Easttown Mall, which opened in 2018. Let me answer the first one.
House? I haven't heard of that one.
I last time I was at an AMC theater was in '08, and I was to see Dark Knight. It's okay.
AMC, we only got one in San. It's the one at downtown, right? River Center. That's the only AMC theater I could think of.
There's another one.
Where?
Fuck. I don't know if they closed it down or not. Let me look it up. Hold on.
The only one I think of was downtown because we mainly have our Santikos and our Regal.
Bernie.
Oh well, fuck yeah! I don't go out there. If I go out to Bernie, Texas, if I go out there, I'm definitely getting pulled over, and on top of that, I may be dead. So I ain't going to Bernie.
No, it's in Bernie Road.
Oh, not Bernie, Texas.
Well, it's probably in Bernie, Texas. I don't know. But
Yeah, I'm not saying that shit.
I remember there's an AMC theater downtown, not the one in River Center. There's another AMC theater. I don't know if it's open though, but it looks like it's in the same area. But I thought it was just okay, not for me. And also the River Center one, I didn't really care for personally. Flicks Brewhouse, it's closer. It's close to Petrenko.
What?
Yeah, you know the there's an HEB on Petrenko.
Yeah.
Or the Walmart in Petrenko. I'm sorry. So if you
oh, you know what? I know what? No, I know that one now. Yeah, I know that one. I've seen that before. Yeah, I haven't been there before. So that's like on the access road, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know what that is.
I'm not a fan. It's basically, Draft House, where I'm not a fan of it personally because I haven't been there since last year, and I'm not a fan of the whole thing of like servers getting up and like getting in your way while you're trying to watch the movie, and like the whole thing is our servers are like ninjas. It's like, well, I can still fucking see them, so they're shit ninjas.
So it's kind of like the old school Alamo Draft House, like the one like near Marbach back in the day.
Well, that one closed down and it's a Santikos.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like back in the day.
Yeah. So, which I live like not even 5 minutes from the theater. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that whole thing of like, you're trying to watch the movie and people are ordering food and there's just like waiters walking back and forth all the fucking time, and like you'll get the waiters that are like always asking you every 5 minutes, are you okay? Do you need anything? Yes, we're fine. Move.
Fuck down.
One time I almost went off on a waiter because like I forgot which movie it was. It was like a Marvel movie, and they get to the post-credit scene, and the fucking table next to us, I guess they had a problem, and they decided to call the manager and another worker for whatever reason. And the post-credit scene's coming up, and there's a guy right in front of my vision of the screen. I just go, "Can you please move out of the way?" Like I said that in that tone of voice, and he moved. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So this is the last time we're coming here. Yeah, Kyle, I'm not a fan of Flicks Brewhouse personally. I stick to Santikos or Regal. What's your whole opinion on AMC and Flicks Brewhouse?
I've never been.
You ever been to AMC?
No, I mean, no. It's usually just Santikos and Regal. I mean, okay. Like I went to AMC theater when I was like 19 years old. That's irrelevant now. Like I haven't gone to no AMC theater recently. I can tell you that.
Right. We went to go see. The last time we went to AMC was last year, the day after Christmas, and we went to go see No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, and it wasn't a very good experience personally. Next question: did you watch or listen to the Taz show when it was still on? I didn't know Taz even had a show or a podcast, for that matter.
I do. I've heard of it. Never listened to it. Pretty sure he has some good stories though, but haven't listened to it.
I'm not a fan of Taz personally. Out of these wrestlers, who WWE killed their push? Which ones could have been a good world champion? Mr. Kennedy, Wade Barrett, Rusev, Damian Sandow, or Cesaro? Well, Mr. Kennedy was done through his own fucking actions. He decided. Well, actually, I take that back. he was kind of fucked over because the story he tells is when he was the Money in the Bank holder and he got hurt, he was told he was supposed to be out for a long amount of time, but his doctor told him, yeah, nothing's torn, you should be back in a month. So that was kind of on WWE. And also the whole steroid thing, which he went on like one of those talk shows and decided to talk about steroids, and he kind of fucked over his own push. So it was kind of a thing of like both parties were at fault. Wade Barrett just couldn't stay healthy. The guy just got hurt just by like picking up a phone. Rusev's weird because it's just like Rusev Day was over, but they didn't want to acknowledge it. And also they hated the fact that he was dating a woman that the writers wanted to fuck. So that was weird. Damian Sandow, that still doesn't make sense. Like, that guy was over as fuck, and they did everything they could to bury him. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And Cesaro was just like, the guy couldn't cut a promo. He was a good in-ring worker, but he just couldn't cut a promo. He just wasn't that interesting. So, what are your thoughts on all these men?
To answer the question, which ones could make a good world champion? All those probably I will say Kennedy.
I just realized I didn't really answer Kyle's question though he wanted, but Kennedy probably could have made a good world champion because the guy could talk, and I mean he wasn't that good of a worker, but he was a good talker, so probably Kennedy. Next is what was the first shoot interview that you remember watching? For me, it was the New Age Outlaws interview from like 2006, and that was when they just won off on Triple H and called him a piece of shit and blah blah blah. So, what about you?
Man, there's that old Shawn Michaels interview from like 2000, 2001, something like that. When he had like freaking like dip in his mouth the entire time. Then obviously the classic Jim Cornette one from like 99, 2000. They like you used to be able to upload anything on the internet early, like back in the early seasons. You could just upload anything and just watch it and find it on your 1 megabit download speed, computer. Then I think also as well, like when I was in high school, like at the end of high school, 07. Well, actually, no, I would have graduated already. So like 07, 08, Iron Sheik, New Jack, and Honky Tonk Man. If you haven't seen that, if you haven't seen them, that three-way shoot interview, that is the most classic shoot interview you will ever watch in your life. If you can find it in full.
All right. What are some of your favorite beverages that you like to keep in your fridge?
Water. Love me some good water. Some sweet tea. Like if I'm like making meals at home for like the week or whatnot, sweet tea. Gatorade. That's where I like go to the gym. I'll just take like a Gatorade with me, but that's pretty much it. I'm pretty simple for the most part. And wherever I go out and eat or whatnot, like I'll go, just give me a, whatever drink I give me from there. Have that too. So.
Water, of course, it's a must. Ginger ale. I like a good ginger ale every now and then. And also tea, sweet tea. So those are the things you'll find in our fridge.
Live in Texas, you gotta have your sweet tea.
Oh yeah, it's a state policy. You must have sweet tea.
Yeah.
What was your favorite video rental store back in the day?
Oh man, Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. Probably Hollywood Video more than anything else. We used to go like back in the day, because my dad was in the military. We used to go on base, and there used to be called like the BX or something like that, or PX something like that, and it's kind of like a mini grocery store. You know what I mean? So it's not like a corner store small, but it's not as big as a regular grocery store either. So they used to have like a sections where they used to have the like the video game sections where I used to go rent like video games and stuff. So like I will always rent like this one basketball game all the time. It was made by Konami. It was called NBA Give and Go on the Super Nintendo. Fucking like, god damn it, I love that game so much. I actually have it. I actually have the cartridge like 10 feet away from me. If you guys don't know, I do collect NES cartridges and SNES cartridges, and I have Super Nintendo 64 and a regular Nintendo too as well. That I have, but nevertheless, though, like, yeah, like things like that, like, man, you'll never get back, man. Like, they should bring back. I mean, it's kind of hard because like a physical media or whatnot, but like, it'll be cool to like. I don't know, man. I wouldn't even know how you would do like a Blockbuster or Hollywood Video nowadays. There's like no way you can do it because everything's digital now. But like maybe they can like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a smart guy out there somewhere that can kind of figure something out to bring it back. Because I would love to see it back, just so we can have those type of vibes.
Well, I mean, as far as I know, the only Blockbuster that's actually left is in Oregon.
Yeah, there's only one left. Yeah.
And there's actually a documentary on it on Netflix, the last Blockbuster in the world. So
yeah,
it's pretty interesting. You should watch it. Yeah, same thing. Blockbuster, Hollywood Video. That was our shit growing up. Like every day, like every Friday.
Every Friday.
Every Friday, when you had a good week, when you were doing good in school, your parents would reward you by taking you to Blockbuster Video, Hollywood Video, and getting you a game, getting you a movie. For me, it was more so games, and then as I grew up, movies. I still have my Blockbuster.
And if you're definitely good too, you'll get Little Caesars too. So
hell yeah,
that used to be the fucking night. Like, good God, man.
Hey, the missus actually just bought Little Caesars like while we were recording. So
there you go.
And I still have my Blockbuster card somewhere. I don't know. Just I love watching movies. I love playing games. There was another place that, for the life of me, I can't remember if I'm getting the name right, but it was on it was next to Handy Andy on Culebra, and it was called Latest and Greatest Videos. Does that sound familiar to you?
I don't know, sort of, yeah. Like on the east side, so on the east side they have Blockbuster Video, and like maybe like a couple blocks down they have Blackbuster.
And what do they sell? What do they sell there?
Blockbusters? I don't know.
They only sell black. They sell black movies, and that's it.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, blaxploitation movies. Yeah,
it's like there's
like as soon as you walk in, like when you walk in like to like a clothing store, it goes like doo doo. So like whenever you walk into Blackbuster, it's Shaft.
Jesus Christ.
Shaft. Like, oh, I'm at home now, baby.
Oh yeah.
I never heard of that particular store. I think I know what you're talking about though, but I don't think I remember the name. Now, do you remember? Now I don't know how too familiar you've been with Highway 9, but there was a store called Popping Q or something like that, or Pop In Video or something like that. I don't know if you remember that one or not, but
no, I never heard of that.
Yeah. I mean, God, man, like if you see the sign of it, you'll be like, oh, okay, that kind of looks vaguely familiar. But yeah, man, you'll never get that back, man. You'll never get that time back. And I may sound old and all that shit, man, but it's just like, damn, man, it's what it made it more social. It was like an event
here we go.
going.
So I just looked it up. It was on Fredericksburg.
Oh
And-
no, yeah, that was out of my range. Like Fredericksburg in like the '90s and early 2000s, I'm not familiar. That was like foreign to me. Like,
Yeah, it
like
was
the
it-
first
for 2 years.
first I went was probably to maybe Bandera. We never went up that way that much. We never really went past Bandera, but like it was either that way or towards the east side of San Antonio. That's it.
Let me look up the one I was talking. Latest and greatest video. Latest and greatest video. No, it's not popping up. What the fuck? Anyways. Yeah, the pop one I haven't heard of. That's weird. It says it was only around for 2
Let me
years.
see if I can find the name real quick.
No, it's showing that it existed, but it said it was only available from 92 to 94.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
It does say San Antonio or anything in there?
It says San Antonio. It was on Fredericksburg.
No. Well, it may have more than one, but this is the one I'm thinking about. It's called like Highway 90. It was off of Highway 90. It was near like Lackland, like you know where that whatchamacallit is on Highway 90, that flea market.
Which one?
No, that big old flea market that's on Highway 90. Like it's like right off of Highway 90.
Yeah, but which one? Is it Trader's Village, Trader's Market?
No, that one's on 410. No, this was just called the Highway 90 flea market. So like you know where Wolf Stadium's at?
Yeah.
So it's like before you get to Wolf Stadium. So it's like in between Wolf Stadium and like 410.
Okay.
So it's like it's basically
yeah.
Okay. So like in that, I guess you want to call it center, right? There used to be let me see. There used to be a video store in this called. Oh, it's still there. There you go. They still have the sign there. Pop and go. Pop and go. I'll send you a picture of it in the chat here. I know you guys. I know people were like, I don't give a shit about this.
What the
Memories,
fuck is it?
damn it.
Like, what is this pop and go?
I know. I'll post it in the chat. But yeah, I found the sign though. They still got the sign there too, which is hey man, that just shows you like the importance of it. So, yeah, I'm like surprised. I don't want to say I'm surprised, but I put in the questions chat. Yes, that's the picture though.
Let me scroll down.
It's called Pop and Go Video.
I've never heard of that place. It's so weird.
Yeah, that sign will always be burned in my brain because like that was like it just screams movies to me and that time period with the Hollywood sprocket lights. The lights used to light up. It used to like go in circles or whatnot. Like it used to be a very, very cool experience, but no more.
Who knows? They might be making a comeback. What's old is usually what's old is new, usually, or what's old is usually as something people like to bring back. So here's hoping to bring back video stores. Next question from Kyle: what are your favorite types of burgers and sandwiches?
Okay, well this is about to get fucking deep here.
Oh boy.
So, okay, so bacon cheeseburger, right? Obviously plain, right? You can do if you live in Texas, Whataburger, honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich. I like the Chop House cheddar burger. I like the A1 thick and hearty burger. As far as regular sandwiches concerned, Philly cheesesteak, right? You can do it can't just be like a Philly cheesesteak from fucking like Subway or fucking bullshit as what's it called in the mall?
Schlotsky's?
No, that place fucking sucks dick.
Well, you said what place sucks.
No, the place in the mall. Fuck.
Well, there's a lot of places in the mall.
Charlie's. Yeah, that place. That and they're in fucking Walmart too. That sucks dick. I'll tell you this. I buy Philly cheesesteaks from Philadelphia frozen, right? And they send it to me. I actually go through Goldbelly, right? Shit's expensive as fuck, but it's worth it as fuck, man. Like, if you ever want to, like, spoil yourself. So, go to Goldbelly, go get yourself a fucking Philly cheesesteak. You can also get, like, pieces from New York, like, pieces from Chicago. You don't even have to fucking travel to get good eatery. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's if you have the money, though. If you want to spoil yourself, go for it. You know what I mean? But, yeah.
Burgers, easy. Go to Whataburger. Either get a jalapeno cheeseburger or a bacon cheeseburger. I'm simple. There's Mexican restaurants actually have really good cheeseburgers. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. There's There's a Mexican restaurant by our house called Aranda's, and they have a cheeseburger with fries meal, and you get yourself a Mexican Coke, and there you go. And also Chris Madrid's. There you go. If you if you want to spend money, it's worth it. I'm telling you. So come to Chris Madrid's if you want to come to San Antonio, or if you want to come to San Antonio, go to Chris Madrid's. Sandwiches. I'm kind of a basic bitch when it comes to sandwiches. Like, fuck Subway, fuck all the way off. Jersey Mike's is pretty good. Firehouse Subs is actually, I think, a little bit better than Jersey Mike's. I also like a good grilled cheese sandwich every now and then.
Let me. I'll give you a place here. If there's only one in San Antonio, and it's kind of far, but if you're ever in the area, you need to go to it. So if you ever, you know where, fuck, I forgot the name. Is it not? It's not called Military. It's not Military. What am I thinking? Hold on. I'll find it real quick. Hold on. I'll find it. It is, Fuck Me Gently with a Chainsaw. Where is it?
Fuck Me with Jenny with a Chainsaw? That's what it's called?
Fuck Me Gently with a Chainsaw. Holy God. Warsmart Parkway. So Warsmart Parkway. Are you familiar with that?
Warsbach, I'm vaguely familiar with it.
So that's like the little highway. The little highway that's near the airport. It's not that long, but anyway. Mm-hmm. Do you know where Hero Stadium? Not Hero Stadium. You have to call it Hero Stadium?
Hero Stadium.
No, not Hero Stadium. Like the soccer stadium. So you know where our soccer team plays at?
Yeah.
San Antonio FC. Okay, yeah. So like, so there's a little highway called Warsmart Parkway. Anyway, it's over there near Northwest Military Highway. There's a plaza there where it's like a H-E-B and stuff. Very nice plaza. It's called Lenny's. I think they're based out of Houston. Lenny's Subs. Oh fuck my God! Just come action.
Lenny Subs. Okay.
Lenny Subs. Come action, baby.
I'll need to try this place. I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, Lenny Subs. And one more sandwich, and this is probably the holy grail sandwiches. Brisket grilled cheese. I'm just saying. A brisket grilled cheese.
Is that the name of the restaurant or is that the name of the sandwich?
That's just the name of the sandwich. You can go to the Smoke Shack, or what you could really do is if you could just go buy yourself some brisket from like fucking Rudy's, right? And just you know what I mean? Go to Rudy's. Yeah, go to Rudy's, get you some brisket, right? And just get you some Texas toast and make your own fucking grilled cheese and put the brisket on that bitch. I'm telling you, man, it'll change your fucking life.
Rudy's.
Change mine.
If anyone has a Rudy's, just know what you're getting in for. That place is fucking.
Yeah, cream corn.
About to cream in this corn.
Cream
it's like that's not cream corn. Exactly. Next question. What is the most ghetto place you've ever been to? Oh Jesus. For me, Justin might know this. Camelot.
Oh God, Jesus Christ, man!
And I've been there twice. So my friend's mom used to live on Camelot, and I went there twice actually. And And another time I dated a girl that lived in Camelot. So, and I knew better to just wait in my car and wait for her to come to my car and not wait outside. So,
yeah, that's deep in the asshole of San Antonio, northeast side, man. That's a good one.
mm-hmm.
I think you may actually got me beat on that one, to be honest. Shit. Well, I mean, I'll be honest. There's probably been a little bit more places I went to, but there was this place, East Side San Antonio. I actually went to. I think it was shit, man. It was like 2009. I want to say. I can't think of it, but like if you go because there's like Northeast Side San Antonio, which is bad because of just the stupid people that live there, like young kids will just like to shoot people or whatnot. But like they have like nice houses and shit, you know what I mean, out there. You can find them. Just regular East Side San Antonio, not to say that there's like terrible houses or anything like that, but that's where it's like, that's where you can see the difference. Like, okay, this is the ghetto, traditional black neighborhoods, ghetto certified. So I remember I went to it was at nighttime, went to it wasn't a party, but it was like a kickback. And basically, man, like it was in the middle, you know, the street was like just neck deep in, you know, a gang affiliated territory. So I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but luckily I didn't stay there that long, maybe for 45 minutes before we left. But yeah, it was very uncomfortable. People, you know, had a lot of people had guns on them, you know what I mean, for protection, right? They weren't, you know, gonna use it like as far as like they didn't expect anything, but they just had it, you know what I mean? Because, you know, when you live on that side of town, you gotta protect yourself, you know what I mean? Like, because you don't know, like, you know, people that may show up that you don't know, and, you know, you gotta protect yourself. You don't know if they're gonna try to, you know, take something from you or, you know, kill you or whatever the case may be. So yeah, it was that was a very uncomfortable experience for me. But I was like 22, so I was stupid. So
kind of going back to that. So I don't really call this a ghetto. I would say this is probably the only time I've been in like kind of like, I guess, the backwoods of San Antonio, where I was with my brother and his friends, and then my friend too was there. And we went to this. It was like a New Year's party. I think it was like an 05, 06. I honestly don't remember, but I call it backwoods because it's just the area and the ambiance seemed very like backwoods, like hillbilly-ish. And there was actually a guy there that was wearing a jacket that had the Confederate flag on it. And he was apparently telling people he's going to headbutt somebody. Like, just anyone at random.
Well, headbutt you motherfucker.
And we had 2 black guys with us, and it's just like, fuck this place, we're leaving. So, that was uncomfortable. And also, there was another instance where, this was kind of a scary moment for me, personally, where my mom, there was a time during, like, the summer of 04 where she was, like, selling vacuums. And she would actually go door to door, like she would actually like meet with clients at their house and sell vacuums, and I would go with her. And there was one client in particular that she was like telling me, "Can you come with me? Because this is kind of weird." And the guy apparently was asking on the phone, "Are you going to come alone?" And she was like saying, "Yeah. Can you please come with me?" So I came with her. And this guy lived out in pretty much the middle of nowhere. And there was a point where my mom went to the car to get something, and I was sitting at the table alone with this motherfucker. And I didn't say anything. I just, like, you know me, I don't really talk to people, but I'm just like staring off into like a wall pretty much. And this guy was looking at me the whole time. And you can tell when someone's looking at you, and it was like it was probably the most uncomfortable I felt in my life. So, yeah, that's a not really an example of a ghetto, but it's an example of like, you know, hillbilly backwoods part of our city. So, next question: What cities in the United States do you want to visit the most?
Miami, Los Angeles. I've been to New York, been to DC, been to Virginia Beach, been to Baltimore, Atlantic City, East Coast Vegas, maybe Vegas. It's kind of typical, but maybe Vegas, just kind of get the sights and the views and the vibes with that. But really, Miami, LA. I do want to visit like Idaho, Wyoming, just to see how I can see the nature, right? You know what I mean? I don't expect like to do much and like see, like sexy ass women or anything like that, but just to see like the views of the country, because that's just fucking beautiful. Like if you like take it all in with that. So, San Antonio, I heard there's some great things there too as well. Yeah, I remember the Alamo, piece of shit. The Alamo, guys, if you ever come to San Antonio, guys, like the Alamo is small as shit. Like, it is tiny. It's still very cool to look at, but it's tiny. People think it's like a fucking huge fortress when it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think those will probably be the ones I'm thinking about right at the top of my head. And maybe and also Seattle and San Francisco too. Those two. Yep.
For me, the U.S., I want to go to New York, and partly because I have a lot of friends that live there, like Ruben, Draper.
It's just overwhelming, man.
Trez, Kevin Castle, probably so I can whoop his ass. I'm not gonna whoop Kevin's ass. Yeah, just to see pretty much everyone I know in New York, and also because it's New York, I just want to say just one time I want to go to New York. So, fuck it.
So comment on New York real quick, man. Like, pizza there, like it's good as advertised. This is coming from a pizza connoisseur. Like they have like the one, like even like their $1 slices is like fucking like top, like I won't say top notch, but like you get like a $1 slice from there, it's like better than like your Domino's and your fucking Little Caesars and things of that nature. Is like pretty up there. Hot dogs is great. It's overwhelming though, like as far as like the subway system, like if you don't know where you're going, you're gonna get fucking lost. It's overwhelming as far as like the history as well. Like, because like you're walking by a lot of shit and like, okay, history. I've seen this in a movie before. Like, and it's like you're walking, it's like, what the fuck? I'm at Times Square. Like it is so overwhelming. Like you're like you lose translation on where you're at and what you're doing, and it like kind of just hits you. But I loved it though when I went. So,
California, go to LA, see the sights. San Francisco because it looks fun. I want to go to. It looks relaxing. Just go to the Bay. What else? Chicago, just so I can say I went to Chicago. Seattle, because I've always wanted to visit Seattle. Portland sounds fun. What are some other good choices? Miami, because I was in Orlando. I was in Orlando. I've been to Orlando more than once. I haven't been to Miami. What's another good choice? I went to Vegas, but I need to go back. I haven't been there in 11 years, so I need to try Vegas again. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it on my list. Last question from Kyle. What are you looking forward to most in your life? Pro wrestling, movies, TV, and sports in 2023.
Getting my business open. Start working full time by myself. And doing what I love to do is being around pro wrestling figures, things of that nature, and really hoping to start to bring an identity to San Antonio with pro wrestling. And I think it starts with, obviously, it starts with the scene, and we have a great scene here in San Antonio. But little things like that, like a wrestling store where not just yourself can go to, but like you never know. You never know who may want to walk through that door. You know what I mean? You may have there's guys in AEW and WWE that collects this stuff as well. They may walk through your door and may want to buy, a lot of stuff, or they may want to buy a lot of stuff. Just them walking through your door, that's like validation right there. Like, hey, we heard about your place. Hey, we want to, hey, we want to check it out. You know what I mean? And and that's all the validation you need. You don't have to buy a damn thing from me. Like, just the fact that you're here means everything to me. You know what I mean? So, that's my goals right now. Every day I think about this business. Every day I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it. How much of success I want this to be. I actually went to one of my prospective locations yesterday to speak to the one of the folks there in the leasing office there, and they were just kind of explaining to me how things work, and what would I look at on a monthly basis, and things of that nature there. So yeah. That's what I'm looking for 2023, especially the first. The second half of 2023.
I mean, for me, it's just the obvious. Just I just want things to be good. I want life to be good. I want the podcast to be, as successful as it can be. I mean, I'm not. Again, I've said it before. I do this for fun, but at the same time, I also like when the podcast can be successful. I like when there's more downloads, when there's more, listeners. I would like more subscribers to the Patreon. I would like to see, more subscribers. I would like to see, more subscribers on my YouTube channel. Granted, I need to put out more content on there, but that's coming soon. I would like to, make a little bit more money to buy more equipment for the show. Maybe buy a better computer, buy a better, microphone. Maybe even get some sound effects. I don't know. We'll see. And just, again, I I want to live a long life. I want to be able to see the end of next year. I want to be around the people that I love, my family and my podcasting family. And I'm just hoping to keep everybody that means the world to me in my life. So that's really all I want. And just everything else, wrestling, movies, TV, and sports. Again, I just want it all to be good. No, that's really all I wish for. So thank you, Kyle. Those are Kyle's questions.
Great questions.
Yeah, nice questions, Kyle. Let's see. Logan Blackheart has a question. Why do hot dog buns come in an 8-pack, but the hot dogs come in a 12-pack? I don't fucking know. That's a scam. That's such a scam.
What? No? Not the hot dogs I get. Unless I'm drunk. Wait, hot dogs come in a 12... What hot dogs come in a 12-pack?
I mean, I don't know. You go to HEB, you'll get like an 8-pack of buns, but...
Buns?
But they never have ones that match them.
So yeah, there's you get an 8-pack of ballparks or Nathan's. Am I missing something? Am I experiencing a Mandela effect right now? No, I'm being fucking serious because I'm trying to think okay, well, if hot dogs come in a 12-pack, but I've seen them. I'm not saying I don't see them. I've seen them. But those are the larger packs. I don't know. Fuck me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know shit.
All right. Goof actually has 2 more questions. So, his first question, or he has 3 more questions. God damn it! I keep reading this wrong. 5 more questions. Fuck. First question: why do people like our friends at Wrestling Soup say that Baron Corbin is completely terrible? Sure. He's nothing special in the ring, and I don't particularly see anything about him that's amazing. But he has a quality about wrestlers. He has a quality that most wrestlers lack today: the ability to get genuine heel heat, mainly just for existing. What are your thoughts?
I like Baron Corbin. I mean, kind of same thing, that you're saying. I mean, I don't think he's fantastic, great, revolutionary, or anything, but he does get genuine heel heat. It seems like he does. care about his job. You know what I mean? Like if they ask him to do something, he's gonna do it to the best of his abilities, right? You know what I mean? So I don't have a huge problem with them. I think the reason why people may have a problem with him is because his Twitter interactions. So, but yeah.
I mean, he's just not very good in the ring. Granted, not everyone has to be, Shawn Michaels, but it's just for a guy that's been in the company this long and you haven't seen 1 ounce of improvement from him in the ring, like, it just doesn't work. And it's weird because the excuse for most guys is like, oh, well, just put him in the ring with somebody that's, really good, fill in name. It usually works. For him, it's just like he couldn't even have a good match with AJ. Like, I remember he had a match with AJ Styles. It's like he can't even have a good match with him. So, and yeah, he gets how to be a heel, but it's just there's nothing special about him. Like, even as a heel, it doesn't work because he comes off as like a Saturday morning, a villain on a children's show. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't really do anything that's dastardly or really heel-like. I mean, the last time he was an interesting heel for like 5 seconds was his feud with Pat. And that's really about it. And that was probably my least favorite Pat match. Was with Baron. So, there you go. F. Mary Kill, Valerie Loretta, Selena De La Renta, or Taya Valkyrie.
Oh, man. Those that's hard. But if I had to pick one, fuck Valerie Lorenta. Marry Taya Valkyrie. And I love Selena De La Renta's personality, but I mean, it's just the beast of the question, or whatever, dead, kill.
Valerie Loretta. She's the new girl, right, with NXT?
She's in NXT. I mean, she hasn't came on TV yet, but she's a former Bellator fighter.
Oh, damn. Okay. Then I'm marrying that. I'm marrying her, I'm fucking tired, I'm killing Selena. So, there you go.
You're killing Selena, Jesus, man. God. I mean, she's dead already,
Hey, someone's gotta die. Let's see, next question. He's saying, is it fair to say that the Elite as a whole aren't very good on the mic, lack magnetic charisma and personalities, struggle to tell and build compelling feuds and stories? You've seen one match of theirs and you've seen basically them all, stagnant in their current roles. We're gonna have a difference of opinion on this.
So, aren't good on the mic? Yeah, for the most part, yeah. They're not the best on the mic. Lack magnetic charisma and personalities. I mean, if you're using that particular phrase, they lack magnetic charisma and personalities, but they do have personalities and some charisma. Not as good as obviously others. They're probably like mid-lower tier charisma and personalities, but they have it. Struggle to tell, build, compelling feuds and storylines. I disagree with that because Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. That was one of the best stories fused ever in AEW. With the Young Bucks, they are able to tell stories within their matches. It may not be the stories that you're looking for or noticing, but it can be done with them. Now, are they consistent with it? Absolutely not. But they can do it when they decide to. You've seen one match of theirs and you basically see them all. Well, you can say that for a lot of people too as well. You can say that for Adam Cole. You can say that for Shinsuke Nakamura. You can say that for Roman Reigns. You can say that for Seth Rollins. If it's their style, it's their style. Pretty much, right? So you can say that for a lot of people too. So I don't think that's a fair assumption. Stagnant in their current roles, that I can see. Yeah, I can see that they are probably stagnant in their current roles because Kenny's not a world champion, not in the title hunt. Young Bucks are not in the tag team title contention. That's why they're going after the trios. So yeah, I can see that for them being stagnant in their current rules. So I'm about like 50-50 on that overall.
I think you know where my heart lies on this.
Yeah.
They're not good on the mic at all. They have zero charisma. I mean, everybody has a personality. But I guess when people think of personalities in wrestling, they think like, they don't have this magnetic and cool personality to them. So they're definitely not cool, but they have a personality. Struggle to build, tell compelling feuds and stories. I mean, it's just, the whole thing with Adam Page, that was probably the longest build storyline between those two, but it just wasn't really particularly good, in my opinion. I mean, the whole thing with Page, where he was mad at the Bucks and then he became alcoholic and blah 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 blah, and then it just ended, and it was just like, all right, whatever. You've seen one match of theirs, and you've seen them all. For the Bucks, yes, definitely. I mean, every Bucks match begins and ends the same. So with the Bucks, it's just like, I don't need to watch their matches ever, because I already know what it's going to be. Kenny, I could maybe mind his matches more. I don't. Here's the thing: I don't hate Kenny Omega. I really don't. By all intents and purposes, he's a nice guy. From what I heard, he's just kind of weird. And lately he's been a lot more nicer to WWE. He's been saying nice things about.
Oh, he's always been I would say that he's been very diplomatic at WWE. Even if you ever look at some his old tweets or whatnot, when he was about the Royal Rumble, he was hey guys, I'm not gonna be in the Royal Rumble. I just don't want you guys to get upset, or expect something here. But I wish everyone well at the Royal. And this is before even AEW was existing. He was still in New Japan at the time. So I think Kenny's very more diplomatic than probably a lot of other people that I've seen in wrestling. Okay, so booked well. The Bucks, Kenny Omega, Jericho, Moxley, Punk when he was there, MJF, Britt Baker, Jade Cargill. Trying to think of who else. I want to see MJF. Yeah, Orange Cassidy. Well, no, he wasn't booked well this past year. He was off TV for not majority of the year, but nah, I wouldn't put him there as far as being booked well. Not even recently. He's fucking All Atlantic champion. He's not even being put on TV that much. Guevara was booked well, unfortunately, but yeah, he was booked well. That's a good call right there for sure. Yeah, man, I had somebody else in my mind, it just slipped. Oh man, I said Jade Cargill, but okay, yeah. As far as being booked poorly, Andrade, freaking Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs, Jurassic Express with their tag team title reign. Just they were never on TV. They were always on Rampage. Let me see here. Not Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston was kind of in the middle of he wasn't booked bad, but he wasn't booked great either. Thunder Rosa barely being fucking put on TV. Athena, you signed her, but she was barely on. She's still barely on TV. Who else? Wardlow, fucking his rank, to your point, his just fucking slowed down to a fucking oblivion. Yeah, so there's been some people who deservedly, and that's the issue with having that big of a roster, because like this is gonna happen. You're gonna have some people who's gonna be booked really well, some people who's gonna be booked really poorly. This is why you need to kind of condense the roster a little bit. You know what I mean? Do something a little bit more, like Keith Lee and fucking Swerve. You know what I mean? They weren't doing anything for the first few months until they won the tag team titles. You know what I mean? The Acclaim was booked well all year. That's one that we haven't mentioned. They were booked well all year. You know what I mean? It was kind of a meteoric rise, but they rise to the top. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's all I can think of. Nigga, you here? Yeah. What you gotta say now, you bitch? Kazuchika Okada. Buying, for sure. I like Will Ospreay, but Okada's just like, he's like a 5-tool player.
Okay, here we go. And I don't even know how much audio was lost during that last few minutes, so or on my end. Imperium or Brawling Brutes?
Imperium.
Next is Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn. That's tough.
Oh fuck. Current day at this moment, Sami Zayn. Current day at this moment, Sami Zayn. But if I'm talking about like totality of career and all that, then I'll go with Kevin Owens.
If you're talking about overall, like whoever you can get the most out of, I'm gonna say Kevin Owens. Buy. Current Sami Zayn, I'm gonna buy, but I'm gonna say like someone you know you can get more out of. It's gonna be Kevin Owens. Harlem Heat or the Steiner Brothers?
Steiners. I love Harlem Heat, but the Steiners.
Steiners. Kurt Angle 2000 or Brock Lesnar 2002?
So rookie years. Brock Lesnar 02.
You know, I'm biased. I'm gonna go with Kurt Angle 2000.
I love Kurt Angle 2000, but Brock Lesnar 02 was like different level.
Right. No denying that. Last for buy or sell, Austin Rock Mania matches or HBK Taker Mania matches?
So 2 matches versus 3 matches.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, man.
I'm going to go with HBK and Taker.
HBK and Taker are the better matches overall, but I'm going Rock and Austin. I can't live without that WrestleMania 17 match.
Right.
I just can't.
The first match in '99, I thought was okay. I thought it was weird when Austin came out just wearing a shirt and not his. What was it? His vest got like someone took his vest, right?
Like his vest got stolen or something like that.
So I just thought that was weird. The WrestleMania 17 was fucking awesome. There's no denying that. The WrestleMania in 03, like something seemed a little off, and then you found out why. That Austin literally like almost died the night before. I mean, all great. All 3 matches were good. I loved them all. But just Taker and Shawn, WrestleMania, was it 25? Like that was, to me, that's just top 5 in my opinion. 26 was almost as good. They were both great. F. Mary Kill, Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, or Raquel Rodriguez?
Well, we're gonna kill Ronda Rousey because she died tonight. I guess I'll F Charlotte. I won't look at it. God damn it! Wait, and Raquel Rodriguez. This is a fucking sham. What the fuck is this list? Hey, killing Raquel. I guess fuck Ronda by default and I guess marrying Charlotte by default. But that's bollocks.
Kill Ronda because she's a cunt. I actually like Raquel. She seems like a sweetheart. Granted, her boyfriend is Braun Strowman, and that's a choice, nonetheless. I'm gonna marry her because I like her and she's a Texas girl. So I love Raquel, and Charlotte seems like she'd be flexible. Like she'd be really flexible.
She needs to be a gymnast. She better be flexible.
I just hope she doesn't woo during sex. So, woo! So that's my choice. Lola Vice, Nikita Lyons, or Bailey?
Wait, that's Valley Lorinda, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nikita Lyons or Bailey? Fuck. Damn, man, I'm gonna have to kill Lorinda, man. That's fucked up. Marrying Nikita and fucking Bailey.
I'm marrying Bailey. You already know me. Fucking Loretta, and I'm killing Nikita. Sorry. So, Chris Statlander, Sky Blue or Willow Nightingale?
Oh, I'm marrying Willow Nightingale, man. Man, boy, man. Hold on a second, man. Y'all think I'm playing here? Y'all think I'm playing here? Fucking Sky Blue. And what was the other one? Who am I killing?
Chris Statlander.
Oh yeah, killing Chris Statlander. Yeah.
All right, I'm a marry Willow Nightingale. She's a sweetheart and she's very pretty. Love big women. Big women are good. I've dated some big women, so. Fuck Sky Blue because she's got a nice little ass. And kill Chris Statlander. All right, 96 Prime. Sable, Sunny, or Marlena?
Sable, Sunny, Marlena. 96?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to kill Sable. Fuck Marlena and marrying Sunny.
This is weird because I was heavily into Marlena back in the day, and then I found out that she's a fucking weirdo.
I'm not even worried about that. You want me to shit on my chest? Fuck it.
I'm sorry, I can't do that. So she's gotta die. I guess fuck Sunny because everybody else has already fucked her, and then marry Sable. So there you go. Last, Deonna Purrazzo, Mickie James, or Jordynne Grace? Jesus.
Alrighty. Well, Jordynne Grace is dying. Fuck Deonna, marrying Mickie.
Yeah, Jordan's going bye-bye. Marry Mickie because love her. She's wifey material. And fuck Deonna. Next, does Vince Russo deserve a bitch slap for his shitty booking and continuous shitty takes on wrestling and making a living in the business he says he hates?
I don't know about a bitch slap, but I will say this, and people can either, just either eat my shit or suck my dick, whatever you feel like you're doing. But without Vince Russo, and I've been saying this for years, without Vince Russo, Booker T would never become the wrestler that he ended up becoming. Because it was under Vince Russo's thumb, Bashers Beach 2000, that he became a world heavyweight champion. His stock grew to where that WWE ended up signing him, obviously, with the merger. I don't think he would have went on to what he's had without that Vince Russo shoot interview or shoot promo, and Vince Russo putting him in the main event at Bash at the Beach 2000. And Vince Russo too as well. Even though the people he was pushing was like kind of stupid, he tried to push younger talent because he didn't want like the Hogans and the Flairs and the Nashes just running roughshod. So he tried to push younger talent. It was just the stories and the fucking the overbooking and the lack of logic with it was the issue. Like, he had a good idea, like, okay, hey, I want to push the Natural Born Thrillers, even though they were all like kind of mid, right? Except for like Sean O'Hare, Chump Palumbo, and Sean Stasiak. They were the standouts. Mike Sanders. I thought Mike Sanders was a decent talker, but you had him and Vampiro, right? Vampiro setting Sting on fire and shit like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, he had people he wanted to push. It was just the storylines and the execution and just the thought process and the booking that really hurt him. So, but should he? But she doesn't deserve a bitch slap. Is the question.
I mean,
sure. Bitch slap him. Fuck it.
I mean, he deserves a bitch slap for putting the WCW title on him. Which, come on, why? Like, why did that happen? And also David Arquette, which it generated interest, but putting the world title on an actor that. Come on. He deserves a bitch slap for those, and also Oklahoma. He definitely deserves a bitch slap for Oklahoma for mocking Jim Ross's Bell palsy. Come on.
It's terrible, but looking back at it, like I laugh at it. I'm not laughing at JR. I'm just laughing just it's funny.
I remember, there was a thing where, like, he was talking about Juventud Guerrera. He's like, Juventud Guerrera want to play football at Mexico State or something. And then Tony Schiavone goes, and then Tony Schiavone goes, nobody cares about those facts. So that part was funny. The rest wasn't funny. I mean, Vince Russo, it's kind of like a slippery slope because he had bad ideas, but he also had good ideas that, are things we remember to this day. He apparently was instrumental in Steve Austin getting over. Like, he was instrumental in The Rock getting over. And, there's always that common denominator of, like, he was in WWE, and, like, he said all his ideas worked, but you had Vince to go through, so you had a lot of bad ideas that Vince had to, like, bury. But there was also good ideas. There was D-Generation X. There was, again, Austin, Rock, Undertaker. And when he went to WCW, he was allowed to do whatever he wanted. And look what happened. Same thing with TNA. He was allowed to do whatever he wanted. And look what happened. So he deserves a bitch slap because it's just like he wants to call this business fake. And it's like, dude, you made all your money off of wrestling. Like, come on, let's just be fucking real. And he's very much the old man, bitter man that yells at cloud because he constantly talks about the new product and says that it doesn't work, bro. No one's getting over, bro. And it's like, dude, no one invited you. Shut the fuck up. And it's just okay. A lot of these fucking news articles, can you stop referring to Vince Russo as a WWE legend? Like, I'm tired of seeing these fucking articles that say WWE legend is critical of Triple H's booking, and it's always fucking Vince Russo. Stop calling him a fucking legend.
You want to know, that's kind of like when people call fucking Alicia Fox a legend.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, Alicia Fox, WWE legend. Like, she's not a legend. Just because you're around for a long time doesn't make you a legend, right? Like, okay, this is going to be controversial right here. Shelton Benjamin, great wrestler. Been around for years. Former Intercontinental Champion, great moments. Shawn Michaels, Money in the Bank, not a legend.
You know what? I disagree. I will.
Not a legend.
I will call him a legend more than Vince Russo or Alicia Fox.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. But
done,
not a legend.
He's done more. He's done more for wrestling than they ever will.
Not a legend. That's like me saying. Okay, that's like me saying who can I put in there that will make sense. That's like me saying Terry Taylor, the Red Rooster, is a legend. Not a legend. Very known. No known name. Not a legend. Not a legend. Very good in-ring worker. Not a legend. Sorry, not a legend. When I think of the term legend, you can't just put that word on anybody, right? Like, it's somebody who's been there for years, accolades, moments. You know what I mean? I won't say change the business. That's probably going a little bit too far, but yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess my ideal legend is different from other people. Kind of like with what's the name? Austin Aries, legend. No, not a legend. Not a legend.
Maybe like an indie legend, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. You can probably say like an independent legend. I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? Or even like with, for example, like Junkyard Dog, definitely a legend in my book. Not saying that he's not a legend. Not saying that he's definitely a legend. Junkyard Dog, saying that right now. But that's like saying like if we only count Junkyard Dogs like Mid-South. But he's not a legend in WWE, for example, for argument's sake, right? Like I say, he's definitely 100% legend across the board. But, like, if you count his Mid-South days, but not his WWE days, like, so, I don't know.
All right. Next is a world champ world champ mid-card champ are fired. Powerhouse Hobbs, Wardlow, or Samoa Joe?
Current day, I guess I'm assuming. That's a hard one, actually. I'll make Samoa Joe my world champ. Mid-card champ Wardlow, Powerhouse Hobbs, fired. But that's kind of like, that kind of sucks for me to say that.
I'm going to go one different. I'm going to fire Joe. And partly, again, I like Joe, but this is current day Joe. This is not 2006 Joe. So I need some young guns. So I'm going to fire Joe. I'll make Wardlow my world champ and Hobbs my mid champ. Next is Bronson Reed, Keith Lee, or Solo Sikoa.
Solo, world champ. Bronson, mid card, Keith Lee, Fryer.
Yeah, you read my mind. That's who I chose. AJ Styles, John Cena, or Okada?
Who?
Is this in their prime, Eddie, or is this today? He says we can do prime or current day. Oh, okay, so in their prime. Prime John Cena, world champ. Prime AJ, mid card, and Okada's fired.
Dang.
All right.
That's hard as hell, though.
All right. Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson, or Jon Moxley?
Moxley World? No. Danielson World. Moxley Mid. Fire Claudio.
Yeah, I'll go with that one. AR Fox, Dragon Lee, or Bandito?
Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee probably World, Midcard, Bandito, Fire, AR Fox. They're all fantastic though.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough of Dragon Lee's work, so he'll have to be fired. Air Fox probably is my mid card, and Bandito is the world champ.
Wow.
All in their prime: Big Show, Kane, or Kevin Nash.
On their prime, we're gonna have to go with Kevin Nash, world champ. Like big sexy 1998 Kevin Nash, world champ. Then like in their prime, maybe 2002 Kane, mid card. To me, that's like the most over Kane to me, like 2002, where he was just like fucking jacked and like talking. Like he was like, it wasn't like the man. He was like actually kind of regular promos. He had fucking charisma. Then Big Show. What would I consider 2000? Or like, do I consider like 1997 the Giant? WCW 98. Yeah, I mean, but anyway, I'll end up firing him though.
Yeah, Big Show's got to go. I was never a Big Show fan, so fired. Nash is my world champ, and Kane is my mid card. Seems like a good. It seems logical. And then lastly, here we go, Eddie. Keep as is, rebook, or remove from history. So, I think we've done this before. So, Omega versus Moxley in a barbed wire match. The Demon Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns, so Extreme Rules from last year. Or Sting versus Jeff Hardy, Victory Road.
Remove Demon and Roman. That was not needed. Yeah. Rebook Sting and Hardy. And I'll just keep Moxley and Omega. It was a good match. It was just the ending was fucking shit. With the sparks and the fly and fucking Eddie Kingston lying dead in the ring with a fucking poopy explosion. Match was good though.
Didn't they have a match before? I know they had another like hardcore barbed wire match. Like this is when like AEW's first year.
I think it was just like a regular hardcore match, or a regular match. Oh no, it was a lights out match.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, the barbed wire match. I mean, the ending was goofy, so I guess keep it. I didn't hate it. It was a match that was enjoyable for the wrong reasons. That's the best way to put it. Get rid of the Demon Finn Balor match because that ending was fucking stupid. And then Sting and Jeff Hardy rebook that and just for the obvious reasons, make sure Jeff is clean as a whistle before he got to the ring. That could have been a fun match. So rebook it and make it better. Next is Mordecai, Pirate Paul Burchill, or Santina Marella. Santina, not
Santino. Keep Mordecai, rebook Paul Burchill, remove Santina.
I actually like the Mordecai gimmick, and then I found out why it went away because apparently he got into a fight at a bar, and they were going to threaten legal action, and that's why they had to scrap the gimmick.
He came back as a camera vampire dude.
Yeah, which that was interesting, but I mean let's just be real, the only reason why people liked it was because of what's her name? Martinez, Shelly Martinez. So keep Mordecai, rebook Paul Burchill because the guy legit looked like a fucking beast. So you could have made him into something special and not a fucking pirate. And then Santino was just fucking stupid. I don't care what anyone says. Like Santino Marella was funny. The Santina thing was stupid as shit. So next is Raw Underground Retribution, or the Viking Raiders versus Street Profits segments.
Oh god, that was the fucking pits of fucking pandemic era. This is all pandemic era shit, but that was the fucking drizzling shits.
Mm-hmm.
I will keep Raw Underground, even though that was stupid. It had its purpose and it was different. Rebook Retribution and remove those Viking Raiders and Street Profits segments. That was terrible. Like you guys are supposed to be feuding, but you guys are buddy, jerking each other's dicks. Fuck off. Fuck 2020.
Yeah, that was bad. I would get rid of that in a heartbeat. Retribution, I would rebook because that had potential to be something interesting, and then they just made it goofy at the end. So rebook it, and then Raw Underground. It was just, it was what it was. Like, it wasn't terrible, it wasn't good, but it was just there. So keep it. Next is I guess a TNA thing. Claire Lynch, the August 1st warning, which was Tito return to TNA, or Joker Sting.
Keep Joker Sting. I was entertained by Joker Sting.
I love that. I'm keeping that. I don't care what anyone thinks.
Yeah, Joker Sting was pretty funny. Rebook Claire Lynch. That was. You gotta try out AJ or whatever Chelsea Green was doing with that shit. Was it Chelsea Green? No, it wasn't Chelsea Green that did Claire Lynch.
No,
it was somebody else.
Somebody else, yeah.
Yeah. No, Chelsea Green, she did she did something on WWE. I think it was involving Stephanie and Brie Bella. I forgot what the role was. It was something. I forgot. Someone's gonna put it in the chat, of course, but yeah. But anyway, but I'll rebook that one and remove the August 1st warning because that was bollocks.
Eddie is saying she was some kind of physical therapist to Daniel Bryan.
Oh. Okay, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, keep Joker Sting because that was funny. That was entertaining. I'll be honest, I don't remember the other two that well. I vaguely remember Claire Lynch. And also, when they do those storylines of like, you've been having an affair in wrestling, it's like, yeah, we know wrestlers have affairs. It's not that shocking. But it's just, I don't care for it. And the whole August 1st warning, I guess rebook it and have it be more interesting. So, I guess those are my choices. Next is DX versus the McMahon, Cena versus Edge, Orton versus Angle.
Orton versus Angle.
They didn't even have a feud. They only had one match. Oh no, they had two matches against each other.
Orton versus Angle.
They had one match on SmackDown, and it was like I think it was a King of the Ring qualifying tournament.
Like 2002 Orton?
No. 2006, bro. So they had a match on SmackDown, and I think this is when Orton got caught for like drugs or whatever, and he failed the policy. So,
well, okay, I'm removing that one from my history because I don't remember that whatsoever. That one's like very like
right. So they had to write him off TV by having Orton, quote unquote, break his ankle, or not Orton, Angle. And then the second match they had was at
Okay. So I remember One Night Stand 06. I remember One Night Stand 06 now.
Vengeance.
I just stopped.
And then Vengeance. They had another match at Vengeance, which
I don't remember that one, but I remember One Night Stand 06. I mean, I'm fine without that feud, so remove that one. Keep Cena versus Edge. I thought they did good business with each other. Both trade wins. And just rebook DX versus McMahon's.
I'm kind of going to go different on this one. So keep Cena versus Edge because that was a legendary feud. I would rebook Orton versus Angle because it's just like it's Randy Orton versus Kurt Angle. Like that should have been a properly done feud because you have the best wrestler in the world at the time and you have Orton who's one of the biggest stars at the time. So that should have been a much bigger feud than it was. And remove DX from the McMahons from it. I like the feud because it provided good comedy, provided good moments. But fuck it. I'm gonna go back. Get rid of Orton versus Angle, and just rebook DX and the McMahons. So there you go. Finally, and we got to the last part of this list. FTR and the Briscoes, Cody and Seth, and Gargano and Ciampa.
FTR Briscoes trilogy. So, well, I know which one you're gonna remove already. You don't even have to think about that one. I'll get rid of the FTR Briscoes trilogy. I know you are too.
Correct.
I'm gonna keep the Cody Seth trilogy the way it is, and I'll rebook Ciampa Gargano. Nothing major, just little minor changes here and there that I will personally think will make it a little bit better overall. If anybody remembers their one final beat match, when it was when the pandemic first came about, and this is when Gargano, or not Gargano was heel already, but this is when Cancel Ray turned heel, I guess. But yeah, I would kind of fix that match for sure. Some of their matches.
Same. FTR and Briscoes, and not because I thought them. Not because I didn't like the matches, I just didn't really watch them. I didn't watch the first two. I just watched the most recent one, and I'm not big on indie Ring of Honor shit, so get rid of it. Well, to me, keeps Cody and Seth because I thought that was the best feud of the year. I mean, we didn't do feud of the year, but if we did a feud of the year, that would be my pick of feud. Gargano and Ciampa. What?
My feud of the year.
Huh.
And a lot of people, and I don't know why a lot of people didn't do this. My feud of the year is the Elite versus CM Punk. That's the feud of the year. Sorry, everyone was doing CM Punk versus MJF. I'm like, guys, do you not realize the feud of the year is actually CM Punk versus the Elite? That's the fucking feud of the year.
Yeah,
just saying.
I don't know about all that. Yeah, I agree.
It's a real life feud. That's the feud of the year.
Gargano and Ciampa, same with you. I would have tweaked some things.
Yeah.
I know. I think they couldn't go as long as they could have because not Gargano, but I think Ciampa got hurt.
No.
At one point.
Yeah, hurt a couple times.
Yeah, hurt a couple times. So. And Eddie, that is all the questions. Eddie is taking us home tonight. So.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, everybody.
It is 12:50 here in San Antonio. I imagine it's 1:50 over in anyone on the East Coast or the Midwest. Thank you guys for staying up with us and ringing in the new year with us with a couple of knuckleheads out in San Antonio. And I just want to say a heartfelt thank you first to my co-host Justin, who I thank you for coming along on this journey with me. And I appreciate it. I appreciate your loyalty and just being here. And I thank you for that.
Thank you, man.
My good friend. I thank RJ, my little brother. If you're listening, I know you are. Thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for being here whenever you are here. And here's to another year, my man. Jeff Littman. Jeff Littman, the older brother of the group. If this was a boy band, he'd definitely be the older brother. What else can I say about Jeff? He drives me nuts. He makes me want to pull my hair out sometimes, but I love him. I love him like an older brother. So, Jeff, if you're listening, thank you. And Ruben, we all love Ruben here. Ruben's the man. I love you to death, Ruben. I don't say that enough. You're my brother as well. And if you're listening, hope you're doing well, man. And we definitely need to get more shows out. So everybody else that supports the show, that downloads, that listens, that shares, that subscribes to the Patreon, thank you all so much. It means the world to me. And here's looking at another year. In January, I'm forgetting the date, is going to be my 5th year in podcasting. So here's to 5 years. Here's to 5 more years. And I thank everybody that supported me, that supports Justin, that supports RJ, that supports Jeff, Ruben, and Monty. I can't forget about Monty, of course. This all isn't possible without you guys. As much as corny as it sounds, this is all possible because of you guys. Because you guys want to listen to the show, live or on the record or download. I mean, you guys make this happen, and you're just as important to this as we are. So I thank you guys. The usual suspects, Maurice, Lightning, CM Goof, Kyle, Eddie, with his plethora of porn knowledge. Love you, Eddie. And just everybody else that supports the show, Wrestling Soup, Mish, who is responsible for me being on Discord, for me being on the Discord channel, on the Wrestling Soup Discord channel. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. He's I look up to him, and he's always somebody that is willing to answer any dumb question that I have. So when I wanted to be a podcaster, I asked him straight up, I'm interested in being a podcaster. What do I need? And he told me. And, I still look at Mish as a mentor and a big brother. So, Mish, if you're listening, I love you. Joe Numbers, of course, much respect. John Draper, always been a good friend, always been a supporter. Bisho Brian, of course. Shaheen, my fellow Iranian, love you. Trez, if you're listening, we're here for you. We got you back. We got your back always. Love you to death like a sister. Kevin Castle, who drives me fucking nuts, but he's my uncle. He's my uncle. I call him Uncle Kevin. I love you. I love you, Kevin, to death. Andrew Carlick, of course, love you to death. You surly old jerk. I'm kidding. I love you. I love you, Andrew. Julian and Rob from Wrestling Court, I love you guys. Texas Podcast Massacre, I haven't done a show with them in a while. I love you guys, my fellow Texans. Monty, of course. Little brother out in New York. We'll be doing a show. We'll be doing a show in like 8 hours. So, oof. If I'm forgetting any names, I'm so sorry. It's almost 1 a.m. here in San Antonio, so forgive me if I sound like I'm out of it. But thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody that supports the show, that downloads, that listens, that retweets, that does everything. And here's to another year. And again, this Q&A portion will be in the Patreon. Will be in the full show in the Patreon. So you gotta sign up to the Patreon, of course. So what else can I say? Justin, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, no, it's been a successful 2022. For your podcast here. Glad that you were, you're able to reach out to me and give me something to, to give me myself this platform here to express myself wrestling wise. It's always great conversation. We have some of the same opinions, some of the different opinions, but that's what's great about this is that we can all, see our view on different opinions on professional wrestling at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, that's what it is. It is just professional wrestling. It's for fun. It's something that we're all passionate about. Something that we all, take great pride in, which is very cool. Hopefully, I don't know what the future will hold for myself as far as getting back into podcasting, as far as like an individual shot. I don't know. Being that my full focus is on my business right now, SpinebusterTees.com, the website and the physical location coming summer 2023. But really, again, thank you for for me, coming onto your show and let me be myself, pretty much, right? So so I really do appreciate that. Thank you to the to the consistent viewers here that come in every week, leave great question, positive stuff, you know what I mean? Hopefully we can grow this show to where that we are doubling up viewership every week. That'll be pretty cool to see, right? You know what I mean? Because, we do this for fun, but at the same time as well, we want to reach out to more people as well, and and get people involved in this positive community, and see what we do here. A good thing here that we got going on. Thank you to all the other co-hosts. RJ, Ruben. You guys have been good third, fourth wheels. Don't mean that in a bad way whatsoever. You know what I mean? But just thank you for being guys, being there as far as bringing a lot to the table. And some nights that I couldn't bring it to the table, you guys definitely did bring it to the table. So, just thank everybody, man. Like it's been a crazy year. 2022, 2023 is gonna be even a crazier year for myself personally. Personally and professionally as well. So, last thing I'll, leave you guys with is, just check me out on Instagram, Spinebuster Tees on Instagram. I actually just loaded something there, uploaded something there today. I got some, I won't say, they're kind of mini girl pops, but I did manage to find me the Kenny Omega and the Cody New Japan Funko Pops. These are there's only three non-WWE Funko Pops out there in the world, and it's the New Japan ones. You got the Kenny Omega, you got the Cody, and you got the Young Bucks 2-pack, and one of those are the Hot Topic exclusive, so technically 4 if you want to count that. Those are the only non-WWE Funkos that are out there that are wrestling related. So visit spinebustertees.com. We got our winter sale going on right now, so check that out. Reach out to me if you have any questions about a t-shirt or a size or anything like that I can try to help you out with. But 2023 is going to be a huge year, not just for myself but for Drew as well. I know Drew wants to grow the podcast. So he wants to reach out to more people. So it takes a village, right? We're gonna. I'll do my best to put the podcast out there via Instagram and social media. You guys are here every week. Share with a friend, share with a family member, share with someone who loves wrestling, right? And have them come check it out. You know what I mean? Because it takes a village at the end of the day. So, but we really appreciate your guys' support. I really appreciate your guys' consistency and asking us questions, and as far as often far-fetched they are, it sounds like it looks like it's like 15 Justins in one chat, just asking these crazy questions, but this is what we do. We love to do it. So, but thank you for a successful 2022. Here's to 2023.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So guys, have a nice holiday, or have a nice New Year's. Be safe, be good to each other, drink a lot of alcohol, take a lot of edibles, possibly. Smoke a lot of weed, fuck a lot of bitches, or guys, if you're into that kind of shit. So, I'm done. I'm already finishing. Sorry. The missus, I think she's going to come in here to sleep. But from me and Justin, have a nice holiday, have a nice New Year's, and what else can I say but peace?